Hello everyone, I'm Jensen. I'm back with another live election update. The Associated Press has just called the state of Michigan for former Vice President Joe Biden. So I wanted to take this opportunity to hop on here again and show you how you can stay up to date on the latest election results. And I want to break some things down for you, including some local races. But first, again, let me show you how to navigate all of these updates, and I'll dive a little bit deeper here. As you can see, this is our main page on the website. Right here at the top, we have the balance of power. So right now, Biden is projected to have 264 electoral votes, and President Donald Trump is projected with 214. Now, of course, some states have not been called yet, but I'll get into that in just a minute. So if you want to go to our cool map to where you can explore these results a little bit, you can see 2020 election results right here. Go ahead and click on that. We're going to scroll down a little bit here, and here we go. We get that same balance of power, and I do want to show you something quick. You can click through and see the Senate, the House, and the governor, so you can see that makeup as well. It's a really easy tool to use. So, scrolling down a little bit further, you see click for the full map. And this is the tool that I've been using all day long, and I want to make sure you know how to get to it. So you click on that, and here we are. So scroll down a little bit here. You can look at each individual state, and you can even zone in on a local level. So yesterday, of course, we told you that Donald Trump is the projected winner in the state of Ohio, and Ohio has 18 electoral votes, so that was a big win for the president. But up here in Michigan, the Associated Press, like I said, has just announced that they project Joe Biden to take the state, and that is 16 electoral votes. So again, that is a decent-sized win for the former vice president. We are still waiting on Pennsylvania, but we might not get those results for another couple days yet. So I want to make that clear, but this is a key state with 20 electoral votes, and it is getting pretty close. President Donald Trump is still leading by 5 points, but that gap has been steadily narrowing as we go on. Plus, there are some things in the works in terms of the courts, which I'll get into in a minute as well. I also want to point out that we're still waiting on North Carolina with 15 electoral votes. We are waiting on Georgia with 16, Nevada with 6, and Alaska down here with 3 electoral votes at stake. So, again, there are just a few states left, but they are key states, and this still remains a very tight race. And again, just to make sure everyone knows, the electoral votes needed to win would be 270. So, Biden is inching closer, but again, I need to make clear that all of these results are just projections, right? Like, none of these results on election night are official. The certification comes much later. So with all of that, I want to go through some things, again, that are in the works. President Donald Trump is already calling on the courts, and we do have a story on our website, but I'm going to try and break them down for you quick. So the Trump campaign has filed lawsuits in both Michigan and Pennsylvania. Representatives say they are calling for a temporary halt in the counting of both states until it is given meaningful access in numerous locations, and they're allowed to review ballots that already have been opened and processed. The campaign is also hoping to intervene in a Pennsylvania case at the Supreme Court that deals with whether or not ballots received up to 3 days after the election can be counted. So those are some lawsuits in the works there. Again, we have information on our website that dives a little bit deeper into that. But in Wisconsin, the incumbent has also requested a recount. Statewide recounts in Wisconsin have historically changed the vote tally by only just a few hundred votes. So Biden currently leads by 0.624 percentage point out of nearly 3.3 million ballots counted. So that is a very narrow race. Again, Wisconsin, not too long ago, was called for the former vice president. See if I can get my mouse. There we go. Okay. So that's where we're at in terms of the presidential race, but I do want to highlight a couple of local races here. So let me go back this is the initial election results page that I had taken you to from our homepage. You can scroll down here, and as you can see, we start to get into some local results. So the first thing up here, yep, the 2 Toledo income tax levies on the ballot. Both of them were approved. So according to the unofficial Lucas County election results Wednesday morning, they have passed by voters. So issue 3 is a 3/4% income tax renewal that's been around since the early 1980s. So its renewal won't cost you anything extra. Issue 4 is an additional 1/4% tax for road repairs. So I do have a list, if I can get to it for you here. I have a list of the first roads that will be impacted by this, the roads that will be looked at. Let me see. Haha, right here. So if you scroll down, you get a little bit more background on what these taxes are. And if you go right here, you can see the whole list that we got from the city on the residential streets that will be fixed thanks to the levies passage. So again, I just wanted to hop on here and keep you updated on where we're at and give you some tools that are constantly updated. So if you go to Campaign 2020 on our website, that'll take you to this page that I just gotten to here. So you can see Campaign 2020 up here, and that gives you more individualized stories, which are really helpful if you're looking for a specific issue. You can also go to, like I showed you before, the map, which you can initially get to, that's not it, right here, WTOL.com/elections. It takes you to the main page. With that balance of power right at the top, you can switch through President, Senate, House, and Governor, and the full map here for your balance of power map. Now, I will show you this actually quick, because like I said, I just showed you on a state level, but since Michigan was just called, let's look at the localized approach. So the more heavily populated counties, see Detroit right here, they tend to vote blue, and so that was nothing different here, although again, this is a really close margin when you look at these numbers. So you can see the makeup on a localized level just by clicking on the state. And if you click on the individual county, it gives you even more of a breakdown. So that is a really useful tool. Again, I've been checking it out all day. It's automatically updated, so you know you're getting the latest information. And as a reminder, WTOL, we get our projections from the Associated Press. Even though we are a CBS station, CBS does their own projections, but we don't call it ourselves until the Associated Press does. But if you have any questions, we want to hear them. You can text us at 419-248-1100. You can also send the word election to that number, and you'll get a lot of these links sent directly to your phone. So that's really convenient. And I showed you all the different resources on our website. You can check that out. Follow us on Facebook, and make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel. You'll get an alert to your phone whenever I hop on here live or we post a really exciting video. But with all of that, I am going to tune out here. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.